So in this video on views within Microsoft Dynamics for Sales, we're going to cover off how you can export data from the system. Now this is one in a series that we've done on views. You can see links to others in the series below. Also, if you're going to suggested content ideas or indeed you need any help with Microsoft Dynamics, please see the links below. So let's talk about exporting data. Now I'm in the opportunities area, but it applies to other record types within the system. Now within my top bar here, I'm in the open opportunities area. The top bar here, I've got nothing that's displaying about exporting data. You might, just depends a little bit on your screen resolution. But I do have the three dots here that gives me more commands for the opportunity area. If I click on that, you'll see I've got the ability to export to Excel. Now, if I just click that, it will export a static list, but there's an arrow to the right here that's going to give me a few more options. So I've got the ability to open it in Excel Online, which I'm going to do in a moment. Now let's just talk about these four other areas. Now it's going to give me the option to export it to a static worksheet. So it's a worksheet, it's a one-off export. If I need to do that again, I just do it again. I've got the option to export it to a static worksheet page only. So it's going to only export the current page, whatever you might have set to. I have mine set to 250, but you can have other settings as well. Now you've also got the option to export it to a dynamic worksheet or a dynamic pivot table, and effectively what you're doing is exporting it, and then you can effectively refresh the feed within the spreadsheet from the CRM system, so you don't have to do you keep doing sort of one-off static exports. I'm not going to go into these because I think these are relatively straightforward, but just explain what those four options are. I think the slightly more interesting one is Open in Excel Online, because that has some interesting capabilities. So if I just click on Open in Excel Online, now you can see that data represented there. Now if I change that within Excel Online, let's go to this record here. It's currently got an estimated revenue of 15,000. Let's say I want to change that down to 10,000. I can type that in. And if I now go and save that, it's going to save it back into the CRM system. So you'll see that happening now. So I'll click Save. And it's telling me now data submitted for import. So I can now track the progress of it. And it's got some previous jobs that I've run. But you can see I've got this one here at the moment. It's got stated reason of transforming. We've got a record that it's processing because it's one change that we did. I can keep refreshing this. And I've refreshed it. And it is showing that it's completed. So if I actually come out of this tracking area, go back into the system, it's still showing as 15,000, but it's because I haven't refreshed it. So if I click refresh on the top bar here, you'll see that has now changed to 10,000. So it's a really powerful feature, but you kind of got to be aware of what it actually does. It'd be quite easy to inadvertently change some records. But it is quite a powerful way of being able to change several records if you wanted to. You can possibly, you can start to use formulas. If you wanted to increase the estimated revenue by 50% across the board, you can just apply a formula and then save it, and then they'll populate the system. So you've got the power of Excel to update a data there. I've only updated one record, but you could update multiple records. So it's a good way potentially of updating records en masse outside of CRM and then bringing them back into the system. Anyway, hopefully that explains how you can export your data out of Dynamics. And as I said, this is one in a series that we've done specifically on views within Microsoft Dynamics. You can see links to others in the series below. Or if you've got any content suggestions or you need any help with Microsoft Dynamics, please see below. Anyway, thank you very much for your time today, and hope to see you again soon.